that the next update is going to come to us from Amnicola Emergency Operations Center.
That's right. He said that that was a place where representatives from a number of agencies can get together, get their information together, get it to the parents, of course, first, and then get it out to the community via the media, that on Amnicola Highway. So we hope to get another briefing from them there at that location perhaps in just a little while. But that's the scene as we have it here this evening.
We have David Carroll and Kelly McCarthy near the scene of the crash. Also, we have Cameron Taylor at Woodmore Elementary. Let's check in right now with David. He is, as he said, about 3 blocks from the crash. They're not allowed to get too terribly close. What can you tell us now, David?
Well, you know, since I last spoke to you and we got the word from District Attorney General Pinkston, you know, our worst fears have been confirmed, and that when you're talking about 6 babies, I mean, let's be honest here, these are little elementary children, and every elementary teacher I know will tell you that those children are their babies. And we've lost 6 babies today. And we hope the others are going to be okay. But Woodmore Elementary is facing a tragedy unlike I can recall at any school in our area in my rather long memory. And as you mentioned a while ago, Cindy, this is something that you don't bounce back from in a day or a week. This is something that stays with you for a lifetime. So it's going to be quite a rebuilding process there at Woodmore Elementary. We had a bus accident today, and we hear about them frequently. When you listen to the police scanners, a bus has maybe, you know, slid into a ditch or bumped into something. And when we heard about this one at 3:20 today, we didn't know it would be unlike any other. This is a huge tragedy for our community, and we have lost 6 babies. And I am so impressed by the reaction of this community. We've seen some pictures and video from Blood Assurance, which will remain open officially for about 15 more minutes. I don't know what they'll do if they have as many people in line as they do now. But the response has been so gratifying from this community. Chattanooga strong. We always seem to respond in times of crisis. And we have a crisis involving this neighborhood, these families, and it stretches beyond that school. Brenda Cothran is the principal of Woodmore Elementary School. This is her first year. What a great principal, what a dynamic leader. She had been assistant principal at Ottawa Elementary prior to this year, and she was thrilled to get that Woodmore job, and the kids love her, the teachers love her, and she loves them right back. And I haven't spoken to her, I haven't heard from her, but I can only imagine what she and the other grown-ups at Woodmore are dealing with this evening. I can only imagine what the parents and siblings and grandparents and aunts and uncles are dealing with this evening as they react to the news that we have lost 6 babies today. We don't have identities. We're hoping that by this announcement from District Attorney General Pinkston that families have been notified before he came forward to release that information. But certainly all afternoon, parents and family members and neighbors have been concerned about the kids they didn't see walk away from that bus. And we now know that 6 of them didn't make it. 5 died at the scene, 1 at the hospital. What more to report from here? We certainly have an investigation to report on. We want to know more about those babies and their families and how you can help them get through these next few days and weeks and months. So I think that's the next part of the story now that we are getting more information as to the sad results of this tragedy today. And we knew early on that there would be a number, and we were hoping it would be a low number. It's a high number, 6. And that's why those school officials and police officers and others were so saddened as they walked back from the scene, knowing that this sad news was going to be public very soon. So that's all the information we have as we know it right now. Again, our thanks to all who have offered their prayer, donated their blood, and the real challenges lie ahead the next few days on how we can help that school and that community come back together at Woodmore. Now, we have heard from Hamilton County school officials that at least most Hamilton County schools will be open tomorrow. I have not heard as to whether they have made an official decision on the schools in the Woodmore, Dalewood, and Brainerd area. But tomorrow is the last day of school for this week, and I'm just checking to see if I have anything new since I just told you that. But we have heard from school officials that most Hamilton County schools, at the very least, will be open, and I suppose a decision will be forthcoming as to those affected most directly by this tragedy. We'll go back now to Cindy and Greg.